one of the things I always talk about is the fact that Theresa May, especially on the subject of LGBT issues, now, she's voted consistently against gay rights in the past. Jeremy Corbyn has consistently voted in favour of LGBT rights, gay rights. Whereas Theresa May, the consistency in which she's voted against gay rights says to me that, this is not somebody who is for LGBT rights. You look at the whole situation with North Carolina and the HB2 law, and the amount of backlash that they were getting, and threats of boycotting, and some major corporations pulling out, in sports, across the tech world, the finance world, all over the place, pulling out, countries coming out, world leaders speaking out against it. And what do? We decide to invest a huge amount of money in building a business center, and this is something she'll have signed off. And I'm sat there thinking, okay, well, if I'm for LGBT rights, and there is something huge happening in a part of the world that I'm supposed to be investing money in on the behalf of my country, for the betterment of my country, and I'm saying that, I value these things, and this is something I wouldn't agree with, especially in a climate where you've got huge amount of disagreement and people pulling out. Would you invest?
No, but look, in the end of the day, for me, this is a really good example why I wonder how trustworthy she is. And my favorite example remains the entire Brexit topic. She was a Remainer, apparently, during the Brexit campaign. And now when you read the Conservative manifesto, she is in the manifesto speaking about a hard Brexit.
So she's become like a really tough Brexit.
And considering that the result of the referendum was relatively narrow, I actually don't think the referendum result contains a hard Brexit.
I don't think a hard Brexit is what people want.
But whereas her opinion, was she actually always a Brexiteer and just pretended to be a Remainer because Cameron was pro-Remain? I don't, but this really, for me, puts into question whether she's a trustworthy person.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I've always been saying, is that this is somebody who flip-flops on the issues, on the things that are important. When you think about values, she flip-flops to suit an agenda, which is literally to advance herself. This is a woman who is about the advancement of herself. She's a career politician. She wanted to be Prime Minister. An opportunity came up when David Cameron made a massive mess of Brexit and had to step down. And she saw an opportunity, she took it. And if that means, I am sorry, if it meant drowning a cat, Theresa May would drown that cat. She would do it. This is the same woman who went to meet Donald Trump when he just became president, and whilst a huge amount of protesting was going on, this is a man who's, let's remind ourselves about the many flaws that the very orange man has. This is a woman, whilst most world leaders were being very, very, drawing a very definitive line on their stance and saying, we do not accept your points of views, which are contrary to, the values of openness and being accepting. She went along and she was quite happy to say nothing for a very long time and to shake his hand and walk around holding his hand on the steps of the White House.
I think the modern generation of country leaders hasn't arrived here yet, and it's most certainly not Theresa May.
No,
but it's also not Jeremy Corbyn.
No, I agree with you. This is what I'm saying. Although I think, given the options that we have, he's the best option, in my opinion.
In terms of something different, and not just the standard what we had over the last decades.
Yeah,
that most probably is a fair point. But there we go.
There we go.